Hello. I didn't expect to be making actual video. I was doing my character builds. I was making, all the little fun builds for all the characters in the game. I'm just working on that, and they'll all be released, one after another. But I'm going to do the 4.0 characters and any character from Fontaine as and when they are released, maybe before a day or two before. So I'm going to drop them, and then I'll add them to the playlist once we know their full builds and their capabilities. So the first one's just going to be a little run through of, oh yes, Linny, this bow, blah, blah, blah. But I thought I'd make an actual video, and I just want to talk about some things in 4.0. This is all speculation, as you can see on the screen. It says banner previews, and I know some of these are going to be leaks. I'm not purposefully looking for leaks. They're speculations, and if they are leaks, my bad, I'm sorry. The speculations, they're all likely to change, blah, blah, blah. And I want to go through the characters, and I want to talk about them, because there's one thing that annoys me, and then there is another thing that doesn't really annoy me, but it's just kind of odd. The thing that annoys me probably won't annoy most people. It's to do with who I wish on and why I wish on them. Now, first of all, this is a banner speculation preview of the upcoming banners. The 4.0 banner looks incredible. The 4.2, 4.4, 4.5 look brilliant, and I love the idea of this. I know 4.5 is a complete mismatch, because unless they had a third banner, that will never happen. But I like the theme of new character first part of the banner, and then reruns in the second. And I know you're always going to have a rerun in the first as well, but that's fine. I like the idea of having time to save for your new characters, and I hope Genshin employs that more and more as we go along, because I don't want to be wishing on a new character only to get them and then have 30 days, 40 days maybe if I pulled them early to get the other new character, losing a 50-50 and then getting them, because that's just a pain. 4.5, I know that is complete speculation and nonsense, and it's not going to happen, and there's 3 Geo characters. I think that's really cool. I wouldn't mind them adding a third banner for, 1 new character, 2 reruns. I think that's perfectly fine. We've obviously come to the agreement that 2 banners is perfectly fine. You can get your rerun, you can get your new character. As long as they don't start running 2 new characters at once, I have no problem with it. And I love the idea of having specified banners, like the first part of, 4.5, for example, as it's there, Geo banner. The second part of 4.5, Hydro banner, and I know there's Ganyu listed on there, but obviously I think it'd be very, very cool to have specified banners for Element going forward. I actually really like that idea, and I don't think Mihoyo have thought of that properly as of yet, and obviously they've not implemented it that I can tell. If they do add a third banner, I do like that. I think that's kind of cool. Discussing the characters very quickly. I'm just going to go through all the new characters, a little bit of an overview, and then I want to watch the new version 4.0 highlight. There's a new concert thing that came out literally yesterday, and there's another video that I want to watch, and I cannot remember what it is. But first of all, there's Linny. Now, I don't like Linny. I'm not a huge fan of bow users. I'm not a huge fan of pyro users. I don't play Ganyu. The only pyro character I play is Hu Tao. So this is all dependent on what you prefer playing, blah, blah, blah. I know there's a lot of people that like Yoimiya, for example. I believe Yoimiya is probably just going to be better than Linny. Mainly because Linny, as you will see in a second, is just a mix of Amber and Carrara, and not the good parts. And I know there's not many good parts about Amber, but still. Pyro, bow user, she uses this, the first great magic weapon. This is apparently a canonical weapon. I cannot for the life of me remember its crit. Yeah, it's crit damage, not crit rate. Damage dealt by charge attacks is increased by 16%. For every party member with the same elemental type as the wielder, including the wielder themselves, gain 1 gimmick stack. For every party member with a different elemental type from the wielder, gain 1 theatric stick. So most of the time, she is going to be on either a vaporized comp, or if you want a burgeoning comp, vaporized being double pyro, hydro, and then your choice. So you're going to have 2 gimmick stacks and 2 theatric sticks, which is what, 32% additional attack, and 7% movement speed. That's not bad. I don't mind that. That seems very, very good. I don't know what the base attack of this weapon is at full, but 46 seems quite low. I feel like the weapon makes up for the fact that it does give you a 48% bonus if you are to use free pyro characters. I'm not a huge fan of this. The bow itself seems great. It's probably going to be good on Ganyu. It's probably going to be good on Tanari. I'm not wishing on any. There's many reasons for this. One, as I was just saying, is it's 5-star Amber, but they made Yoimiya, and we all memed it was 5-star Amber. And Yoimiya is good. I like Yoimiya. I don't play her. I don't find her to be as powerful as other characters that I enjoy playing, and therefore she kind of takes a sideline seat. But I wished on her. I pulled her weapon. She gets to do what she wants, when she wants, whenever I play her. Obviously, we can't see stats or anything yet, and I'm not going to go and type in like leaked databases or whatever to find them. But yeah, Pyro Bow User. The new set, I haven't actually opened a tab for this. This new set, one of the two new sets, actually looks incredible. 2 pieces normal and charge attack damage plus 15%. I really like that. It's a gimmicky 18% attack because it only affects normal and charge attacks, but on characters that only care about normal and charge attacks, it probably will be better. When current HP increases or decreases, crit rate is increased by 10%. That's great. I like that for characters that revolve around that. Obviously, the increases will be kind of difficult. Like you couldn't put this on a character and keep them in a Benetol and that be your plan, because you have to have them get hit, and then you have to be able to heal them 3 times for them to get it. So it is mainly just a decrease. Zhao is a good character that I think this might work on, but his plunging attacks are obviously not normal attacks, which is a shame. So this is obviously made for Linny. It comes from a domain. The other artifact set is the Golden Troop. I haven't actually looked this one up as of yet. Elemental skill damage for 20%. Once again, it's just 18% attack, but limited to one specific thing. I don't know who this is going to be great on, but elemental skill damage by 25%. Additionally, when not in the field, elemental skill damage will be further increased by 25%. It'll be good on fish. Like that, I might actually put that on Fischl. That seems kind of cool for a sub DPS whose skill is, you know, off field. That makes sense. It's an off field DPS run. But yeah, that's enough about the artifacts. Linny, I don't like because one, they have kind of copy and pasted this silly, we've got to have props, and I understand that she is a magician from Fontaine and whatever. I don't like this. Place down a thing, it taunts, it blows up. I don't think many people like that about Amber's kit, and I don't know how putting that on a 5-star is going to change much. And then I hate with a passion her elemental burst. It's so derpy. I don't like it. It makes me feel like I'm not playing Genshin. And I know Genshin is obviously aimed at a younger audience, which at this point makes no sense. It's a gacha game. They want to make as much money as they can. But I don't like it. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way, seeing a character run around with their bow or their sword or their spear, and they're attacking and they're shooting, and you've got all this cool movement, and then you hold down their ult, wanting to do as much damage as you can, and you turn into the cat in the fucking hat. I hated it with Kirara.
Kirara psychs herself up for a same-day delivery.
Yeah.
She deploys a shield of safe transport.
The shield is great. The shield is great.
Tapping the skill. And also
but that's so derpy. I don't like it. It makes me feel like I'm playing fucking Roblox. So yeah, there's Linny. Pyro Bow user that will probably make Genshin a lot of money. People are going to be interested in the first banner of 4.0, and if obviously we know it's Linny. But I don't like it. I will not be wishing on her. I'll do a build guide for her when I know fully how she's built. It's probably going to be her weapon, obviously. The new set, obviously. So it will just be talking about replacement weapons, skills and stuff. But I didn't want Kirara. Obviously, she's a 4-star, so I've pulled her. If she was a 5-star, I would have skipped her entirely. I don't like the idea of having an elemental skill or an elemental burst that takes you from being a character to something stupid. And I know it's a different variety of the Mona Ayaka we run underwater or under the land sort of deal. I just don't like it. Lynette, I don't actually know an awful lot about Lynette. She seems very, very decent for a 4-star. Once again, she's a 4-star. We do get one for free, so I will actually be able to play Lynette, which is great. And I'm very much looking forward to that because free characters. Do they touch on her weapon here? Not that I can see. It's announced she's a sword user, sweet, and an animo character, so an animo sword user. I have no idea like what that's going to impact. She's a 4-star. Lynette brandishes her sword towards an enemy which deals animo damage and heals her when it hits. Lynette's elemental skills have 2 different ways to toggle, and with the skills pressed or held. Pressed during the press mode, she strikes an enemy using her Enigma Thrust. When you hold it during the hold mode, Lynette will enter a high-speed pilfering shadow state and will apply a mark to a nearby enemy. When Lynette exits this mode, she quickly strikes the enemy with an Enigma Thrust. Cool. Elemental Burst. Summons a Boggle Cat box. Once again, we've got this silly little taunt. I was about to say taunts enemies. It does. Drawing enemy aggression towards it. This cat box also deals animo damage. I don't like this, and I understand this might be where the game's going. There's going to be a lot of these in the future, but I don't want to play fucking Amber no matter which way you dress her up. I just meh. And then the other character on the 4.0 banners is Freminette, the 3rd sibling. Freminette is the younger brother. This is 4-star Eula. If you don't have Eula and you want to play Eula, Freminette. Because from what I can tell, DPS or sub DPS, physical. I don't know why I forgot the word physical. Physical Claymore build. Seems like will be a very fun character. Unfortunately, I probably will not pull Freminette because I won't be pulling on the banner, which is a big shame. I don't know why they've given him the bell. I don't know what he goes off of as of yet. Deals AoE cryo damage in his immediate vicinity and resets the cooldown of pressurized flow. Cool. Pressurized flow. Dealing cryo damage will enter the Purr's timer state when normal attacks will unleash waves of frost and add 1 pressure level to Purr's per hit. So the bell makes no sense. This isn't going to be a HP based character. Casting Freminette's skill again will unleash shattering pressure and will deal varying attacks and damage based on the pressure level. Cool. I like the look of Freminette. Freminette seems great. Once again, that is the 4.0. That's obviously, we know what's going on. So the rest of this is all speculations, blah, blah, blah. Very quickly, I want to look at the Fontaine map because I saw this picture. I didn't know what it looked like. I haven't really paid much attention. As I said, haven't watched the 4.0 trailer as of yet. This looks incredible. This looks like a really cool, well done map. Obviously, I don't know if it's what it's going to finally look like, but we will find out very soon, which is great. I'm absolutely looking forward to it. I do want to watch the version 4.0 trailer, but I'm going to quickly go through the rest of the characters. Ryosley, no, never going to be able to pronounce that correctly. Looks great, looks really cool, edgy as hell. Cryo, obviously, seems sick. I loaded up this website here quickly just to be able to check because there are speculations, blah, 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 what people have been talking about. He's not on this one. Wait, have I gone past him? I must have gone past him. I thought he was listed on there. I don't know what his weapon is. I'm guessing spear or claymore. There we are. So those are my guesses. Seems like a big bulky character, and I wouldn't be like, oh, a little flimsy sword, catalyst, whatever. I don't know that. But Ryosley seems great. Nouvelette, once again, don't know. Seems decent. I believe he's Hydro. Yeah, he's Hydro. Just from that picture, he looks Hydro. Yeah, uses Hydro. Still unclear if he holds a vision. Cool. Farina, obviously the Archon. This is where my what I'm going to be wishing on, the thing that annoys me, comes into play. I'll speak about that more in a second, but Farina is the Hydro Archon. Do we know her weapon as of yet? Is that a thing that we know? There's no official information regarding her weapon. Okay, fair enough. She's a Hydro Archon. I will be wishing on her. She's an Archon. Arlecchino, Pyro, I believe, Pyro sword user, I believe. The Harbinger that is stronger than Tartaglia, because Tartaglia is the weakest of them all, but she is the weakest of the rest of them. Like, she's not meant to be very, very, very strong. Does it state that here? No, might state here. Yeah. They point to her as being a 5-star Pyro Delusion. She's a 10th to Harbinger, which doesn't really imply that she's the weakest. Although she's stronger than Child in the lore. That's cool. I like this. I can close this website now. There's nothing else to care about in there. The other two characters are obviously Lee Yun. God knows if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And Navia. I couldn't find much about them. She looks awesome. She's animo, sick. I like her. She looks cool. I might wish on her, depending on how my pulling goes for the rest of the characters. And Navia, it's a shame. She looks like Lisa, and Ning Wong had a 5-star baby. I like her look, but she's Geo. I don't really play Geo. She might make a good DPS if she is a DPS, in which case I don't need to worry about pulling Ito in future, and I can get her, and that'd be kind of nice, because I do want a full Geo comp. But speaking about what annoys me very quickly, obviously there is the silly taunting enemy skill, but I wish on banners in this game. I've obviously wished on banners in the past just for the sake of it, and I've regretted doing that. I've stopped doing it now, and I might do like people I regret pulling. But for now, there are characters that I pull, Archons, and then characters, I don't really know how to summarize them, but they are the overworked sword users, of the overworked female sword users. So we've got Jean, we've got Kaching, we've got Ayaka, and we've got Nilu. That's one from every area so far. As of the speculations and leaks, if you want to call them leaks, there doesn't seem to be one. There doesn't seem to be an overworked main story compelling character that fights for Fontaine who uses a sword. And that is a shame. And I know this is all subject to change, and I don't know all the characters' weapons and stuff as of yet, but the Hydra Archon is apparently a sword user. She is an Archon, so I'm going to wish on her. But she doesn't fall into the category because she's from a new area. She's an Archon, so she completely goes against, my Ayaka, my Kaching, my Jean, my Nilu. She's also a Hydra, which means I'd have 2 of them, which is a big shame. And I know this is very not important to anyone else. But those are the characters that I like pulling for. Arlecchino, I believe, is a Pyro sword user. And this also doesn't come under this category of overworked main character stories that fight for Fontaine because she's a Harbinger. So, Mihoyo, please, just add someone to the story that uses an element that I haven't mentioned with Jing, Ayaka, Nilu, and Jean, that is overworked and helps Farina. That helps Farina, the Hydra Archon. Please. I need it. Otherwise, I will only be wishing on one banner, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, there is that. There is that. I would very much quickly like to watch the Genshin concert, so I'm going to put my headphones on. This came out yesterday. I have no clue what it's about, but it's a promotional video, so I'm intrigued. And then I'm going to finish this by watching the version 4.0 and speak over it, because I haven't actually watched the full version 4.0 as of yet, and I probably should, considering it's out in 2 days? A day and a half? Yeah. Very, very, very soon. Oh. Hope that's not so loud. Jesus, that just blasted my ear. This promotional video in the way that the KFC stuff was promotional, because I did like the concert wings. It's a very different art style. Ganyu's new skin. Ganyu and somebody else get new skin. Diona? Diona, is it? I know Ganyu does for definite. 1 second. New skins 4.0. Not in Fortnite, go away. Ganyu looks very, very pretty. So far, nothing about this has promoted me for anything, or is this just a come play Genshin, we have cool characters and they play music? Of course, Tartaglia is the one with the guitar. Okay, cool. It looked cool. It's just a promotional video for Genshin, obviously. Ganyu, Xinchu, Zhongli, Amber, and Chi-Chi are rumoured to get new skins. Well, Ganyu hopefully looks like that. I'd like a new Xinchu skin. Fun. Obviously, the 4-star skins are free, so that's good. I wouldn't buy a Ganyu skin. I don't think I'd buy a Ganyu skin. I'm going to go and watch the version 4.0, and we're going to see what on earth I've missed out on.
I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
That's really sad, but alright. Once again, we arrived just in time to save the place.
Hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro.
Fosalor? Marina? What are we calling you?
Value and significance of your trip.
This
Now,
place is gorgeous.
you may rejoice in this.
I haven't fully looked into how the swimming
In your
works,
opinion,
but
do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
I know we'll be able to swim in certain areas. That's why I was
The
getting with
line
that.
between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. Watch carefully now. Blink and
Then he does look very, very cool. It's just a shame you're very gimmicky. That enemy looks sick. I'm very much looking forward to farming the shit out of that.
And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant.
Who I liked up until I knew her elemental burst. She looks so cool. Does look so cool.
Let the magic begin!
Yeah, once again gimmicky. Get rid of the cats. Get rid of the silly little cats. I can't believe I referred to it as the Cat in the Hat. The Cat in the Hat has more standards. That area looks absolutely gorgeous. 1 second. My brain just had a... That scene there looks like the promotional scene, and yes, it is just because there's a canvas and my brain is, ooh, 1 + 1 is 2. That looks like Grisio. Grisio being my favourite character in Honkai Impact. It looks like a scene that would be from Honkai. Obviously, if we got rid of the 4-leaf clovers. I love Grisio. Grisio is a great character in that game. Please port her into Genshin. That is just a very scary looking boss.
I want to spend some time at the bottom of the sea in peace.
That's very, very depressing. For a minute, a character that I'm very much looking forward to playing. Why is he holding the bell? He's not going to be a HP-based DPS, is he?
Going under.
It's gimmicky, but I love it.
Look up at the sky from far
I can rate that. As long as you're not throwing cats and taunting people around, I don't care. That was sick.
These fossils are all that's left of these beautiful creatures. I wonder.
At least we won't have to drain water
the rest of the
anymore.
world
That
becomes part
did
of
my
this
note.
underwater museum too.
Okay, now we're on to the story and not just showing off characters. Thank God.
Wait. Who am I?
I have no idea. Alright, that looks like a world boss that will be a lot of
Water
fun.
is gradually swallowing our memories.
If it is a world boss, that is. They look awesome.
It won't be long before it swallows us.
We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Rain. It's raining.
Here's our new 5-star Geo character.
We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
I need to look more into the lore because I have no clue what they're
This
talking about.
part of the show?
You gotta be kidding.
What happened?
Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
Objection!
Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know and
Oh,
seek the protection.
sorry,
of
my
the
brain had a
gods.
throwback to whatever that game's called.
It's a whole army of Gardamex. I
Gardamex.
believe this is indeed the finale.
Your
Believe this is indeed.
I was about to say, here is the character I've been talking about. I need a character that uses... She's Electro. She's Electro. She clashes with Kaching. That doesn't help me, Mihoyo.
The finale.
It does look incredible. I have no idea who that is.
So-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the
If they're not a boss you can fight, I'm going to be very upset. They
The
look
value of a human life
awesome.
is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
alright.
So this is how justice
There we
is
go.
done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules.
Yeah, stop showing off, mister. I've got 2 visions. Thank you. Well, vision and delusion. Oh, there's still like a minute more. We get to know the new events. Here we go. Mega Mecha Melee. In the court of Fontaine, Lachotte's Clockwork Workshop is preparing for a major commission, but some complication seems to have arisen. Looks kind of cool. As it says, under development. No idea what it's actually going to be like. A free Bennett? Pointless. That's going to annoy a lot of people who don't want to C6 their Bennett. Obviously, you know, the red dot in the top of your screen. If you've got them at C5 and you've not pulled a C6, that's going to wind you up. The crown and primo gems. Nice. It looks kind of fun. Okay, I like that. Being able to swim underwater, as they stated, it's only going to be in certain regions. You can't just dive in the water and swim from now on because that would defeat the purpose of like the rest of the map. You'd be able to just swim to Inazuma. And I know you already can walk to Inazuma underwater, but still. Thank you, game. I love the fighting events. Fighting events are my favourites. Go back. In a hidden mirage in Fontaine, opponents whose origins are shrouded in mystery are raring for a fight, beat legions of formidable enemies, and advance towards the crown of Tevat's strongest. Primo Gem rewards, no crowns. Fair enough. It's going to be a small 4 to 6 day event where, you know, it gets released every 24 hours, and it's annoying, but whatever. It's a fighting event. I love it. The adventure continues, and you, Paimon, finally arrive in Fontaine. Various splendid landscapes await you in this nation. Information is the adventure's most important asset, so get familiar with and investigate Fontaine's wildlife. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. So, we used to have, back in 2.0, 1.0 maybe, I can't remember how old it was, a weekly that said gather specialties. You had to go around and gather specialties to get some BP points. Obviously, they removed that, which is a bit of a shame because it kind of dropped the incentive of running around and farming. But getting Primo Gems for getting acquainted is awesome. I like that a lot. Hopefully it's 30 and not 25. 25 just seems weird. But still. Yeah. We go and get specialties so that when we get the characters in future, we have stuff. I like that. In Fontaine countryside, a man named Bresson seems to have encountered some trouble. Big pieces of crabs. Ley line overflow, we all know what that is. Cool, whatever. The 2 artifacts that's already touched upon. Ooh. Flave. Country Ferryman. I shall look up in 2 seconds. And obviously the new craftables and what's it? What was it called? Genshin Flave. That's what it was called. Flave Conjury. There is no information there at all. Flave Kanji Ferryman. Abedo Ato Bennett Kaya Layla Zinchu. It is an energy recharge. Increase element of skill crit rate by 8%, and additionally increase energy recharge by 16% for 5 seconds after using an elemental skill. How to obtain fishing. Oh, fuck off. Alright. Well, I'm not looking forward to going fishing. And this has been a really long video. I didn't realise it was going to be 30 minutes. I'm going to make a separate, shorter video speaking about the craftables and the the new Battle Pass weapons, because they're important. But yeah, I didn't realise this video was going to be so long. But there is my views and my ideas on 4.0, and obviously why Lynette sucked. Sorry, Linny sucked, and Lynette to an extent. But yeah, I don't know how to end videos, so I'm just going to end it. Bye.